I'm the only one that didn't really sign an NDA like that. Banks also, I'm not 100% sure, but I think he is, but I'm not 100% sure. I know Tommy and Apex for sure are.
Yeah.
So they like have been saying like, bro, like I wish I could talk, but I can't. So it's like it changes the battle for them a little bit because I can't just like stop. Like we can't all just stand together and like talk because some people just.
But you know what I found interesting because like you came out, said a bunch of stuff, which was
all true,
arguably true.
No, arguably, but I hear you.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, obviously they have their perspective, the corporate side of things, but I just found it interesting when it was all when stuff was said. Then those guys kind of chimed in, was like, I think Banks made a tweet or something about like give us the company back, like all this kind of stuff. Like, is that just to look a certain way, or is that like really? Is that like, because where's this going? Is it gonna go to where you think it's gonna go, or is it gonna go to like?
You know what? It's like, and I've had a lot of like, not just epiphanies, but just like ways that I've felt about it since all popped off. It's like, this fight has kind of showed me that like just most people, like the camaraderie and everything that was there with FaZe isn't there anymore, bro. Like it's been 6 months. And the reason I feel like something hasn't happened, because for me, I haven't wanted to work with any like old corporate guys because I actually have a new philosophy on that. They're going to die soon. That's why they keep trying to do what the fuck. It makes so much sense. It's so obvious, but it makes so much sense. They're not willing to build a brand over a decade or two because they don't got it, bro. They don't have got it. They got 5 years of best. So they're trying to squeeze as much money as they can before they croak. And that's what it comes down to, right? So I'm not working with old people no more. Like 45 max. I'm not working with anybody above that age.
But what do you think?
Like
what do you think's gonna happen to the company? Like, what do you think is it gonna evolve? Is like,
bro, at this point, it's just like it's so messy. There's a couple there's options that are gonna work right now, and the other boys they're kind of open to it because they kind of feel like it's the last chance. I can't speak about what exactly it is. I'll tell you after, but can't speak on exactly what that is because I don't want to like fuck anything up. But even though I don't care if it gets to be honest, but I just am not down because the same thing. Corporate people, like I just don't trust them.
Yeah,
they're gonna tell us what they want to hear. They have motive to boost their own. Come on, it's not like it's some like 30-year-old kid that made billions off crypto and is like, let me just take a shot here. I used to love FaZe. After that, let me just put some money in and see where it goes. But I don't really care about controlling. I don't really have an agenda with this.
It just doesn't make sense when I think about it. Everything you said, everything that was said, and like the truth in it. And then seeing it and then watching everyone's reaction, because like the core fan base is what propped that company up in the first place. And then to go against them for all these other things just seem like super counterintuitive. Like, you see the response and people's reactions. Like I'll see the videos, I'll see the things like, and you just literally just go look at some comments and you kind of get the vibe of like the people who are really still supporting that brand and how they feel about it. But they still keep going left. Like they're not going right. Like I don't get it.
Because even the way the corporate side, they keep like pitching FaZe as if it's the Nike of gaming. Bitch, it's not. Because Nike, who gives a f who owns Nike? I'm buying Nike shit. You're buying Nike shit. We're all buying Nike shit. Right. FaZe is not like that. You're not watching FaZe. It doesn't matter who's in it. Like they're crazy. They think that FaZe is this entity that can live without us. So that's like, but I've talked about that before.
Yeah, it's just interesting how social media, like it. I think that's something that people don't really recognize, especially from that corporate space who come in and see like, oh, there's just opportunity here, money here. That is like, this is still so brand new, but it only really exists because like a bunch of kids made content and made it what it was. Yeah. And then they took it and were like, oh, we'll just do all this with it. So what happened recently?
It was also like the CEO, like Lee, he brought in all the people that he knew, right?
Right.
So all like the guy from like content, the guy in marketing, the guy in the old president, everyone is Lee's friends from the industry, all boomer from the industry. Yeah. That don't know shit, but he's doing favors for them, getting them shares, getting them salaries. And of course, who's their loyalty going to come down to? To Lee. So they're going to do everything for him, even though he's the one that everybody over. So he's done some crazy shit. I might say some stuff that he's done on this podcast.
Yeah. You can't say the direction that it's going to go. Cause like the stock got up. Like,
I mean, the stock's been, I don't know what it was when I talked to you last. I don't know what the stock was.
It was too, but it started at like 13?
Oh no, but that was before we could sell, because I remember I told you, oh, we can't sell yet, but then like a week later we could, and then it dropped from like whatever few dollars there was left down to like 50 cents, and it's been there since.
So
I just wanted to go down less. Like I want it to die.
Are they going to take it off?
That's what I want.
I think they're going to take it off the thing, aren't they? If it stays low for too long.
Yeah, but then unless this other little thing happens, but I think they think that I'm down, but I'm not down, and I made it very clear yesterday that I'm not down. I'm not down. If you three are down, you guys are down. I'm not down. Because
not down as far as what?
This is the thing, because I feel like if we take that deal, we can't ensure to our boys that shit's gonna work out.
What's the deal?
I can't. That's what I'll tell you after. I can't talk about that because it's like but it's some other bullshit. Like it's bullshit. It is. It's like, who cares? But they're just trying to like, whatever. But my thing is, this is the way that I see it. Right now, nobody in FaZe, all the boys, they're not as connected as they used to be, right? We're not all like talking to each other. There's no group chat. There's nowhere that we talk or speak or anything like that, right? Yeah. So everyone's been feeling this type of way for a very long time, and we have to make everybody feel a part of the table, get it back, all that type of shit. Like we have to like give them more shares, money, whatever it is, just for all the bull that happened in the past, just to make things right with people, right?
Yeah.
And with this new deal, it doesn't give us the resources to do that. Maybe over time, but they're not happy right now. They're not gonna be happy. And it's like, even if us four get it back, say me, Tommy Banks, us four, just us four get it back, then what?
We'll get back to the content.
Well,
but
yeah, but I'm the only one that wants to do content. Tommy wants to box. Apex and Banks, again, I'm not trying to speak for y'all boys, but y'all make it very clear to me that y'all don't want to do content.
Yeah.
So it's like, what are we gonna do? We have to make the rest of the boys happy. We have to like try our best to make that group work again. And that's why since the beginning, obviously they wanted just us four to know the info, but I'm like, everybody should be included in this, because imagine if you're like Apex or Rug and like you're close, but you don't know what's going on. Like they're worried, they're afraid of what's gonna happen. Like I think they should be filled in. Everyone should be working together. It's not a clear side from like a third party investor, like all these other dudes that I've talked to, or even people like the goal has been like Kick. I would love if Kick just bought FaZe, because like we kind of stand for the same thing against like big corporations, yada yada yada. I would rather be Kick.
You guys were going
before. I've been trying to talk to Kick for so long.
You guys have. I'm not talking about FaZe as a company though. It kind of is big corporation, or was trying to be big corporation.
FaZe?
Yeah, that's what I mean. All the deals, partnerships.
No, but I'm saying we're against that. Like the people are against that. So that's just what kind of happened to us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Again, everybody thinks we sold out. I spoke to trainees like, between us, how much did you guys make when you guys sold FaZe? I'm like, bro, we didn't make anything. It's so crazy that people even who are like smarter and should know how shit works still don't know how it works. Because to everybody, it's either like we sold or we didn't. They don't think that, okay, one guy finessed them, told them all the right things, got himself in power, then controlled the structure without us knowing how the that shit worked. Yeah. Of course, it's like my ignorance. Of course, I was 18. I was triple uploading every single day for years. Like, I don't know shit about a corporate business structure. I don't know what wrongs he can do to me because I'm underexperienced at that time. I just know everything feels wrong. I'm like, yo, he's sketchy. He's lying. I don't know what he's going to do, but just sketchy shit going on.
I feel like you guys got to come together for like a year and grind out content and just stop be pussies. Like, that's the only answer.
I'm down.
I'm
completely down.
For at least a year.
Yeah, but it's just not going to happen. And that's just what I realized. I just realized it's not going to happen. Bro, people got too much different life things going on to where it's just not going to happen. Damn. It's just not going to happen. And that's like what I realized is like, bro, even if we get back, like, again, you can get butthurt. I don't give a fuck. But these motherfuckers don't think like me. They're not willing to like lose what I'm willing to lose. And I'm finna be honest, bro. When I made that exposing FaZe video, I was broke. I'm not anymore, but I was when I made that exposing FaZe video. And I could have just shut the fuck up, signed that shit, took the $600K, and took care of my mom and stepdad and sister and all that, because I've been taking care of them since I was 17 years old.
Yeah,
it's not something new. Like I've been taking care of adults for years, a decade now. So it's like, bro, I told my mom, I said, Mom, I love you so much. I'll sell my McLaren, I'll sell all that shit if I have to. But like, if this doesn't work, you're going back to work. I'm not selling my soul.
Yeah.
I'm not selling my soul, because you can go do that and I'll figure something out. I'll make us back money, whatever. But I'm not selling my soul and living like a for the rest of my life. I'm so
interested how did it get here? Like, cause like you guys were never like
because
the pussy corporate.
It's not just me that went through that.
Yeah.
Almost everybody did, and almost everybody needed that help from FaZe support, where they worked for FaZe and then they kind of ended up going broke because FaZe them over, and then they kind of were in a situation where they don't have much options. So that happens to a lot of people. They kind of fuck you over so that you need them. By the way governments work, right? They fuck you over so that you need them. Same shit.
It's just weird how it could be like so like non-existent without the people, and then the power created into the brand.
But only because they let them.
Yeah.
This shit ended in 2018 when I said it could have. If we all just, bro, it's like, what? Imagine if in 2018, 19, 20, 21, at any of those times, we all just boycotted and said, give us what the fuck we want, or we're
like, why?
But then it goes public and then it's over, because now it's a whole public thing. You can't change things and yada, 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 and shareholders and all that bullshit. Before then, we had every opportunity, but nobody listened. So here we are.
Well, that's what it is now. Like, do you think, so where is it going?
About it, by the way. I'm not a victim. Don't look at me like I'm some sort of victim.
Yeah.
I don't care that I got raw. I don't give a fuck. It's just, I speak on this so that this hopefully doesn't happen to any of y'all, even though realistically it's not, because most people don't get to build something like that and get taken advantage of. But regardless, you should still want to know how things work. Regardless, you should want to know how these industries work and what's real and what's not. Like, that's what I care about.